Greetings, all you case wranglers out there. Welcome to Baxter's Blades. You're entering the tiger pit. Yes, day 5 of 5 case knife unboxings. That's a mouthful. Just to show you fit and finish issues that may arise if you order a case knife online. Some have had good luck, some have had bad luck. I've mostly had good luck with case knives. I'm not quite as picky as a lot of you out there, though. But so far, so good. I mean, that last copper lock I unboxed yesterday is perfect. Great deals. This was from Red Hills Cutlery. This is the last one, and I may do 4 more unboxings, but I got to take a day or two break. Like this is wearing me down. You know, a lot of it's responding to all the comments daily on a daily basis. I like to do 5 or 6 videos and take a day or two off, and then, then I can rejuvenate and move along. There's a story behind this one. So I put in the order at Red Hill on their Cyber Monday, and I ordered the Case Copper Kirinite Trapper and a few others that you have seen. I got a call the next day from Josh, I think it was. I think he's the owner. And of course, I'm at work, so I checked my voicemail, and he was mentioning it was unfortunate that they are out of them. Oh, so disappointed. You all know I love my trappers, and I really wanted this cover material and a trapper. I can still get one somewhere else. He had mentioned that, I could exchange, maybe try something else. He would throw in the razor. And I do have the razor already. I have multiple razors that I'll bust out when I show my case knives. But it's a single bladed razor, and I thought, of all of them, I almost got Brad's. Oh man, I almost got this one. It is so small, but I wanted to see his first. The culprit to the finger cutting here. Small blades. Look out for those guys. And they had a few others. I almost did a rust lock. But I do have a rust lock in carbon steel, and I carry it, but I don't carry it that much. But I thought this would be a fantastic cover material in a rust lock. But the trapper is what I wanted, like no shield and the stamp on the front bolster and that beautiful copper Kirinite. I can always get one. But, I could have just had him refund my money, but I gotta get 2 case knives. And I like the single bladed razor. I only have one, which I will show in this video. I thought this is a very kind of a classic looking handled material, and so what better not to have it in the single bladed razor. Holy cow, look at that! Get a little bit more detail on the bigger handles than the little guy. Holy cow, look at that copper swirl. That just blew my mind. This is the pile side. I should have this on micro focus out in the sun. Oh, just wait till the sunny days till I can do shorts. You can see all the sparkle in there. Brass pins. These are almost like a Barlow razor that are single bladed. You have a large front bolster. Okay, you ready? Let's check out the show side, which will be really cool. There's no shield blocking. Woo! Oh. And yes, this is a stamp to the front bolster. Very cool. I have a Barlow, the Navy Rogers jig that has the same stamp. I think this has more surface area. I don't know. I may have to bust that out. Very nice so far. Let's check some fit and finish issues, if any. It's hard to see in this light. Looks like maybe a minor gap. Nothing that you could put a credit card through. Let's check blade centering. straight down Broadway. So, you pick up these knives, sight unseen, which a lot of people will not do anymore. Maybe they know it's Baxter's blades. They're like, we got to send them a good one. But you can tell these are all wrapped exactly like the factory. Now, I can try to mimic it, but it's really hard. They have a nice tight wrap from the factory. Check walk and talk, half stop on the vault patterns, always. Nice snap. Maybe a slight burr there. I'll have to strop it up. Did I rattle off the number? In case you don't know, it is, 10 would be the synthetic, probably the Kirinite. 100, so 1 being a single bladed, 005 is the razor. Raz, stainless steel. So now I have a single bladed. This thing is beautiful. Gosh, I'm gonna have to get the trapper for sure. Look at that. I was honestly a little disappointed that they didn't have the trapper, because I think with discount it would have been like $54. I think they're only like $67. So yeah, $54. Oh my goodness. This, like, my light is look how shiny that is. I'm really glad, instead of getting my money back, just saying, hey, if you can throw this in, that would be fantastic. Whew, that pops. My only other one is the Natural Smooth White Bone Stars and Stripes Carbon Steel. How could I not get this one? Love this one. You can see I'm getting some patina on there, and I got a special spot right there. I am getting a little minor blade wrap. I don't know if you can see that. Very minor, because I always slam them shut. So this one, until I sharpen it again, I'm just going to slowly close. I don't want to. And I look in there, and there's not much of a ridge. Oh, I just did it. That's patina. Anyways, you can barely see it. I'd probably have to put it on micro focus. It's kind of right in the center of the blade. I think I'm getting not maybe, I just knocked it off there. I think right there, just maybe a little nick. But it's new. When you sharpen it, it'll go away as you take some material. Oh, man. So, like I said, I have multiple razors. This was a pattern I really wasn't into. The single-bladed ones are very nice and thin. This is so much better in person than the pictures. And I guess they're all going to be different. You can see how my pile side is totally different than my show side. Like I said, just reminds me of like kind of the old tortoiseshell is the synthetic, the fake tortoiseshell. Very 50s, 60s. This kind of has that copper, orange tobacco-y look to it. Let's bust out Brad's. Little Stockman, the finger killer. Yeah, I was doing something like this, I don't know, maybe like this, and just barely bumped that razor sharp blade. And it just, yeah. So you get a Band-Aid. Well, that's it. Number 5. I'd say the only minor issue would be like maybe a minor gap there. Let's get in on it. Just a little gapping. I haven't even held it up to the light. Let me close it. Yeah, you see a little light. I see a little light through this. Like I said, it's not a huge issue. Their brass liners are very thin. You can see the covers are very thin. You could possibly pin these extremely tight. You're probably more susceptible to have cracks around the pins if you're doing that. And they have a method of doing this. Even though these are made by hand, there are machines a lot of machines, pressing the pivot pin and pressing pins down. So there are settings that they do so they don't just crush the knife completely. But all in all, it's a beautiful looking razor, if you ask me. I'm biased. I like case knives. There's been a lot of issues with their fit and finish that are upsetting people, and they're sending them back. I heard that there's oh, there we go. Might need to be cleaned out a bit. The blade doesn't drop down all the way. Minor fit and finish issues, or maybe major because people are returning them. But I went on Chicago Knife Works last night and looked, and all their case knives were gone. So I wonder if they got sick of people returning them and decided to take them off as a seller. Highly possible. And a lot of people are just doing that. If they have any issue with the case knife, they're just going to return them back to the factory. I hear they have thousands at the factory that they need to be repaired. A lot of it is they have a new staff, new employees that they are training to do this work because a lot of the old timers have retired. But out of my 5, I don't, besides a slightly off-center blade and a very minor gap, 0 issues. Beautiful knives, covers that nobody else makes. I'm not going to do a cut test with this because I know my razors, they don't come razor sharp. But I have put an edge on this. It's very sticky. Very sticky. Thank you for joining me in the Tiger Pit. Day number 5. The 5th knife. This copper Kirinite series, Kirinite, is very nice. And I had mentioned before that I'm not a huge synthetic fan, but I prefer this over the smooth synthetic. I do have the Patriot series, and this is the only other one that's really caught my eye. They have plenty. Candy corn, they got blue crackle, green crackle. I'm sure they're gonna have more to come. They probably make big money off of it. It's probably a lot cheaper to buy this synthetic material than bone, because bone has natural, and it can crack much easier. But synthetics do crack. I do not see any cracks at the pin. Maybe over time. Pretty tight. No up down. No left right. What a cool razor. Probably need to clean it up, strop it up. Good to go. Well, some of these videos have been long, and I just keep rambling on and on. So thank you for joining me in the Tiger Pit. There will be more to come. 4 more. 4 more knives. I might have to finish it off with 1 more Barlow, 1 more beer. Like I said, after I release this one, I may have to take a day or 2 break. And I don't know if I'll call them 9 for 9, because it won't be 9 consecutive days, but it will be 9 consecutive unboxings in a row. You all have a blessed day. Stay sharp, be kind, and take chances. Take care, y'all.